I'm going to review the DVD, The Wrestling Road Diaries. This is the DVD, of course, it's heavily been promoted on different wrestling websites. It's a 10-day wrestling road trip with Colt Cabana, Bryan Danielson and Sal Rinauro. You see them there at the top, obviously. Bryan Danielson, Colt Cabana, and of course there's Sal Rinauro. Some people may not have heard of Sal Rinauro, but he's a good Ring of Honor talent. As he said, he's not the star, he's more enhancement talent, to make the big stars look good. Obviously Colt Cabana and Bryan Danielson are very talented. This is the build-up, this is a 10-day road trip. It's actually the build-up to Bryan Danielson leaving Ring of Honor to go to the WWE. The build-up to Glory by Honor 8 in September 2009. It's about 10 days leading up to September 26th, 2009. I'll read the summation on the back of the DVD because it's a very good one. Colt Cabana, Sal Rinauro and Bryan Danielson are independent professional wrestlers. Each week they travel the roads of not only America but the whole world. In 2009, a camera followed them for 10 consecutive days. They don't fly first class, they don't stay in classy hotels, and they aren't rich and or famous. What they do have is a passion for professional wrestling. The story is a positive depiction of a never-ending journey of the wrestling road, and these are their video diaries. Now I have to say, they are, like I said, really good wrestlers. Colt and all three of them are good wrestlers. I've been following Ring of Honor since it started. Obviously through Sky when it had the wrestling channel, and obviously through magazines and internet, obviously. And it really is a great promotion. It's this documentary lasts for 2 hours 40 minutes. It's just a complete document. You see highlights. It's Sal, Bryan and Colt going on various, obviously it's, for them it's a business trip. It's like going out and doing a 10-day on the road for 10 days. It's not a holiday, it's actually like taking a look at 10 days of their job. Obviously at the time, that's Sal and Colt still are independent wrestlers. This is obviously like a normal working week or 2 weeks nearly for them. So it's obviously them going out doing various independent wrestling shows, doing a couple of seminars with a couple of wrestlers, including I believe Antonio Tomasio, former WWE wrestler, formerly one of the Heartthrobs. They hook up in one of the they to go to one of his training school, and they do a training seminar for his students, and then they do a show at night. It's a very good look at these three wrestlers, a very good look at what an independent wrestler in America is these days. Obviously 2 years ago, but it's very much obviously not changed in very much if at all. It really is a great document. You see how much Sal, Bryan and Colt are friends, very good friends. Like I said, it's the build up to Glory by Honor 8 when Bryan Danielson leaves to go to WWE, and it really is such a great documentary. The great thing about this documentary is they're not going out and causing trouble, or they don't smoke, they don't drink, obviously they don't fraternize with women. Well, Colt tries, but unfortunately fails. So does he Pal, unfortunately, not to give anything away. But there are some, of course, the highlights of the shows that they go to, highlights of all three of their matches. Some great matches for Bryan Danielson, obviously. Pun fully intended. If you haven't seen the Wrestling Road Diaries, please check it out. But pun fully intended, Bryan Danielson has one cracking match. It really is. And there's really good stuff. It really does show Colt Cabana and Bryan Danielson's skill. It's obviously very much based a bit around Colt and Bryan. With Sal Rinauro, like he says himself, he's more of an enhancement guy, there to make the big star look good. Although I have to say, I've seen a lot of Sal Rinauro in the Ring of Honor, and he is a very good wrestler as well. But obviously, Colt Cabana shows you how his comedic timing, his technical skill. He's a very extremely well experienced, well renowned professional wrestler. He is extremely good at what he does. The sad thing is, actually, during the interview, it's interlaced with a couple of interviews with the guys. But the sad thing is that Colt, at least at that point, doesn't seem to think of much of himself as he really should. It really does show his comedic style, and obviously some of the shows are not, the huge standard. There's of course a couple of Ring of Honor TV tapings and leading up to Glory by Honor 8. Obviously some of the independent shows are very small promotions. Maybe you might not like the action, some of the action. It's very well edited together, I have to say. It's really good. Obviously the matches are not, obviously WrestleMania kind of quality. It's not top quality, but obviously being a small independent promotion, but they're still good matches. It really does show you the base of professional wrestling in America, the real independent scene. Forget the wrestler film. It really does show you some of the wannabe wrestlers and upcoming wrestlers. It really does have a lot of great. It shows you a lot of guys just working there, doing it for the love of the business. Obviously, as Colt Cabana says, they don't make a lot of money. It really is a good documentary. I would highly recommend it, to be honest. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes long. It is worth every minute. I actually got the 2 DVD version. It cost in total $33, which is only in UK in terms of what the exchange rate. The exchange rate may have changed, so check that out before you do. But again, buy these 2 DVD versions. I would thoroughly recommend it. It costs a little bit more, but to be honest, you get almost another. You get just over 2 hours of added features. You get 1 hour, about an hour and 12 minutes of deleted or extended scenes. You get trailers. You get a few interviews. It's literally about the other DVD. It's only a plain DVD. This is the bonus one, by the way. This is not the disc that's the film's on. It's the bonus one. I just got it plain in a wrapper. But it's about 2 hours worth of extra material. I'll show you the disc. It's really, you get the Wrestling Road Diaries there. That's the disc. Obviously, that's the box. You get it was really good. It's a really good documentary charting Sal, Brian, and Colt. 10 days on the road. It really is. I've got a WrestlingRoadDiaries.com. I see there run time of 2 hours 40 minutes, and again you get a lot of you get about 2 hours, almost the same length in extras on the 2-disc feature. I have to say, if you get the single disc feature, you only get the Road Diaries on that disc there. I showed you the Wrestling Road Diaries disc. You only get the main feature of 2 hours 40 minutes, but again, I would recommend getting the 2-disc version. It's packed with a lot of extras, deleted scenes, extended scenes, trailers and interviews. You get at least about 2 hours, just over 2 hours, pretty much worth of extras. It really is such a great DVD. I also, in fact, got these. You see there, Colt Cabana cartoon photograph, and I believe the autograph is actually screened. I think it's screened. It's not actually pen. It's printed, but this is genuine autograph. And I genuinely got this. If you order it, you'll see the email says the trader's name is Scott Colton. Obviously, Colt Cabana, genuine Colt Cabana. Sends these out himself. If you listen to his Art of Wrestling podcasts, especially some of the early ones, he mentions, sorry I can't, you haven't received your stuff yet, but I've been obviously out on the road and I haven't been able to get down to the post office to post them, but I'm back now and I'm doing that tomorrow morning, or I'm home the day after tomorrow as you listen to this. it really is. And I've got that one. This is upside down. I got him with the Santa hat and the red one, and with the kippa, I believe it is called. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Apologies if I'm not. Obviously kippa, and it's blue. I keep forgetting what the colours, but there. Obviously, it says to and from. Obviously, this could be used if you get if you're using it, if you're ordering it for a Christmas present. I'm not sure whether you would be able to get it in time for Christmas. I believe you possibly would at this very early stage of December, depends on how many orders he gets. You could, like I said, WrestlingRoadDiaries.com and coltmerch.com. That's COLTMERCH.com. So it really is worth getting the 2-disc. Again, you get at least 2 hours of extras, deleted scene, extended cut of a highlights of a match, and it really is worth buying the 2-disc set. If you get the 1-disc set, you only get the Road Diaries, but the deleted scenes are worth it, because that's why I ordered it, because I looked and saw a couple of reviews about what you get on the bonus disc, and I was just thinking to myself, if I order the 1-disc, I get the main feature of the Road Diaries. But I knew I would regret it if I just got the single disc, and I wouldn't get the extras, the deleted scene. I'd be always wondering, I should have got that. I would probably, to be honest, I would have ended up ordering the 2-disc version as well. It's really worth buying the 2-disc version of Wrestling Road Diaries. I would thoroughly recommend this DVD. It really is such a good DVD. Like I said, 2 hours, 40 minutes long. You get a lot of obviously it features around, just based around Sal, Bryan and Colt, but it does feature a lot of the Ring of Honor guys, the Briscoes, Nigel McGuinness, obviously, who faces Bryan Danielson. You see all these names there. Bret Hart's even in it. Davey Richards, Led Thatcher, Kevin Steen, Necro Butcher, Sonjay Dutt, Austin Aries, Claudio Castagnoli. Obviously, there's several others as well. There's several others as well that are featured that are not even put there. You even get a short interview, bitty, which is, I think, is interesting. A very short bitty with Colt Cabana and his parents, which is very fun. It was great. It was when Ring of Honor is in Chicago. Obviously, Colt's hometown. He's Chicago born and bred. It really is a highly recommended documentary. Wrestling Road Diaries. Check it out at the WrestlingRoadDiaries.com and ColtMerch.com, and Colt Cabana has other merchandise available. So I'm going to, once I publish this, I'm going to tweet Colt Cabana saying that I got the just out of politeness, tweet him and say that I've got them and I got it and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did genuinely thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't expect it. It took 10 days from my order on the 21st. I've received it today on the 1st of December. So it took approximately 10 days to get here. So, but please allow it, as it is a genuine coming. I'll show you the thing. I don't know whether you can see it. As I tried to, you see, it's kind of difficult to see. Third line down. It does say Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois on the third line down, where it says U.S. Postage Paid, Chicago, Illinois. It does come from Scott Colton, Colt Cabana himself. So thank you, Colt Cabana, for that. I know he obviously deals with the merchandise himself and he literally posts it himself. As I said, if you ever hear the Art of Wrestling podcast, especially the early stuff, the early ones, they're up to about show 70. I believe the new one's up today. If you listen to it, listen to the early podcasts, he does say, I'm going down to the post office in a minute too when I finish this, and posting more. He talks constantly about, taking orders and going in the post office and making sure that they're posted properly and quickly. So please allow time for your order to arrive. Like I said, it's taken mine about 10 days to come. Please allow at least maybe 14 to 28 days at least before you start contacting if there's any problem, because it all depends on especially just now, it depends on what is happening. I'm not sure. I'm not working in the customs or the post office, whatever. However, it's arranged to ship things from America to the UK if you're in the UK. So please allow it time to actually reach you before you start emailing him and saying, "Where's my DVD? Where's my DVD?" Because you may email several times and then you come in the next day, or the post comes in the next day and there it is. So please allow it time to reach you. It really is worth it. 2 hours and 40 minutes. The Wrestling Road Diaries. It really is a good document. And again, the guys don't cause trouble. They don't smoke. They don't drink. So some people may think this is a boring look at independent wrestlers. They think they don't do much, do they? But you know, to be honest, that's the kind of guys that are. They're good guys. They're good guys. They're honest guys. They're responsible guys, which is the kind of professional wrestlers that I like. They're genuine guys with a great sense of humour. The comedic timing by Sal Renaro and Cole Cabana is showing a great effect in this DVD. Again, I would thoroughly recommend it. That's the Wrestling Road Diaries. It's, like I said, it's build up to Bryan Danielson's in the glory by honour. I have to mention it's also Nigel McGuinness's last day in Ring of Honor. We all know, unfortunately, he left to go to TNA and unfortunately had health problems and is now retiring. Hopefully he is okay. Hopefully whatever the problems are can or have been resolved or at least managed. So good luck to him. It's really good, like you said, you get to see what life on the road and professional wrestler is like. Please buy the Wrestling Road Diaries. Even if you're just a WWE fan and you're getting to like Daniel Bryan, buy this. It shows you his talent. It is a really good documentary. That's the Wrestling Road Diaries, available at WrestlingRoadDiaries.com and ColtMerch.com. So that is, I would thoroughly recommend this. 5 out of 5. It really is a good documentary.